where we are talking to Rakesh being nifty at 60 on the eve of his birthday to assess the extraordinary turmoil and opportunity that the current market is offering. Rakesh, we talk about once in 100-year crashes, but they seem to be happening once every 10 years now. What is your assessment of the market?
Ramesh, we are essentially in what is a bull market. We started in 1981. We do have falls, but they don't last for long. I mean, we had one fall around 99, then 2008, and maybe 2020, but when the market seems to resume in extremely short period, and that bull run just continues. I mean, if I look at it from a very longer term picture, 99, 2008, and now 2020, the recoveries have been unbelievable and at unbelievable speed. So I think that long bull market, started in 81, is very much alive.
Really? So you don't think we're in a new bull market, you think we're in the old bull market?
Absolutely, Ramesh. I mean, you look at it from 81, what kind of corrections have we had and how long have they lasted? You know, in the correction of 1929, the Dow took 30 years or 28 years to achieve that 1929 high. That, my friend, was a bear market. We forget, here we are retesting highs in a year, 2 years, 3 years. Now we are reaching there and making new highs in 3, 4, 6 months. So essentially the long bull market is continuing.
Right, but Rakesh, in dollar terms, at least in the last 5 years, very little money has been made in India, right?
Yeah, you're talking about international markets. See, I think until 2014 to 2018, the Indian markets did fine. I think we really started what I would say the downfall or the bear market in India, at least in the mid caps and the small caps, in 2018 January. I think that is what bottomed out, according to me, in March 2020. And the last part of the market which was standing out, with the financials also joined in.
Right. Rakesh, you talked about India's path to liberalization, and you said yourself publicly in an interview that you were frustrated. What are the important changes that we need to do to reignite our growth at 6-7% at least?
See, first is I think 6-7% is too unambitious here. I think we should aim minimum for double digit. I think one we needed is agricultural reform. I don't know, they are not getting publicized, but there is an official press release from the Ministry of Power. If that kind of reform they are proposing, it comes through, I think that is very much needed. Then we needed reform in the mining sector, which has been done. I think we need reform in land and labor, which is primarily state topics and on which some progress is being made. Then, of course, the one very much important is the disinvestment of the public sector undertakings, which I think the government is going to attempt in a very, very serious manner. And most, we need an attitudinal change. India's twist with socialism, starting in 1950, I think has crossed this country, people do I don't know what. And then we have created such vested interests. And doing away with those vested interests can be done only with great political determination. And we have done it in the agriculture sector, we overruled the APMCs, we allowed free marketing. I, with no information, sense that we are going to see major reform now. And the one major reform is believe in India that we can do it. Don't compare ourselves with Singapore and Dubai, right? We are a different nation. Don't worry, America has 230 years of freedom. We have 70 years of freedom. I think the time will come when in the next 12 months, we will get the necessary reforms. I think that will set us off on a path to a really high rate of growth.
Rakesh, but would you say that in 90, the liberalization happened due to the Berlin Wall falling down? Do you believe that thanks to CV19, it has proposed a complete relook at economy? That is the catalyst causing us to relook?
I think whatever may be the reasons, may be the reason, as long as it happens, I am happy. Whether it happens because of COVID, or whether it happens because Modi ji decides it, right? That it should happen is more important. And I think it will happen. We have reduced the rate of tax. Nobody ever thought, I never thought 2 years ago that India will see 25% rate of corporate tax here. But it is a reality today. So I think the urgency to respect business, to create ease of doing business, is being recognized now as more urgent than ever. And necessary steps will be taken. And I think in a democracy it takes time. But I think the time has come now.